Hello, Osbournes.
What's up, Amy?
Welcome to episode 4 of the Basement Tapes.
Woo, woo.
Truly, I want to see if any of you have a guess. It's one of the most talked about, iconic episodes. I feel like it has the moment everyone brings up.
It's the ham over the fence.
It's the ham over the fence.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sharon's shining moment.
Speaking of TikTok,
Yes.
it's quite a TikTok favorite, that clip.
It's
Yeah.
so funny, this episode.
Who
Before
throws the hammer with it?
your lady,
Good old show. There you go.
do you remember what you throw?
For a burning log.
A burning log.
Correct.
It was.
I know.
Do
Definitely
you have
was.
neighbors you like now?
The neighbour we have now, she must be stone deaf. You'd never hear a peep from her.
That's perfect.
Either that or she's terrified.
Maybe so.
She occasionally will say, "Can you stop the dogs from barking just a little bit?" And
But you
I'm
can't.
like- But she's,
But they stop
she's okay.
fucking dog
My
retreat there.
my neighbor is legitimately a cult leader.
Oh, wow.
My neighbor in my house, like,
Yeah.
if I'm facing out the guy to my left, he is a cult leader. He has this cult called the Creative Society.
Shut up.
I swear to
Whoa.
God.
What did
yeah.
they do?
They're like a doomsday, kind of like they're a doomsday cult, but they're like eco-doomsday. So they think that we're in the end of humanity, and the only way to bring us out of it is like through their method of creativity.
Well, you're a good neighbor to have for them because you're prepped.
I'm ready
You
to
got
go.
gear.
I'm ready to go.
Kelly,
Fucking-
do you have neighbors you like?
My neighbors are actually really nice.
Good.
To be honest.
Well, we're going to hear at the top of the episode about one of your favorite neighbors that you've ever had. Let's start there.
Come on.
It did end nicely though with him. The neighbor, he ended up being all right.
Did he?
Yeah, I remember it was kind
You
of.
guys wrote each other a letter. I
He
remember.
was all right, he was terrified.
Yeah. No, remember he was
That's
British.
not what the internet
Yeah,
says.
yeah.
Oh,
But
really?
we'll get to it. Yeah.
All right.
My old house, I used to live next door to Pat Boone, and I gotta tell you, people think Pat Boone's a nerd, and I must confess I was under that category for a while until I met him.
Right.
Right. And he really is. I mean, living next door to the Osbournes, rocks go through the window, and cats go flying out the door, and he never complained once.
I love that I'm just sat during an interview just eating.
Ozzy, you loved Pat Boone as a neighbor.
Is Pat?
He was lovely.
He was a very nice
very,
guy.
very nice man.
Does he still have that house?
Yeah.
He does.
Wow.
Ozzy, why did people think Pat Boone was a nerd? Because of his music?
But he was a lovely man.
Did you know Pat Boone as well?
I didn't know him that well. We just knew him in passing, but he was always very, very
But
nice.
Pat Boone on one side and Meatloaf on the other.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a rock buck.
I mean, Jack paintballed his house.
Yeah, we shot his house up with paintballs.
Meatball?
Yeah. Yeah.
Meatball. That's what I
Meat.
call him.
Yeah.
I call him Meatball. Well, Sharon, you seem really friendly with the neighbors because in this first chunk, there's just some ladies that drop by unannounced, and you're very friendly.
Well, you be my.
From here.
I live, this is our
from
hike.
Cherokee.
What we do is we go down Carla Ridge and back home, and there we are at home.
LOL.
They all look the same.
Miles.
Yeah.
Because we timed it.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been seeing them.
Me too. It's like
I
I'm
know.
driving and I'm like, oh my.
They must all go to the same cosmetic surgeon.
we already got in. We're gonna get in trouble.
Yo,
now.
we've been in there too. We've been in there all the time.
What happened to
Anyways, we
that
wanted to
God?
say hello.
God
We
now.
walk every day. We say hello.
It pops up in another episode. You find out what happens.
All right, when I see you tomorrow,
You
I
should
go,
walk
"Oh,
with
the
us
whole-"
sometime.
No, I
Did you ever walk with them?
I'm telling you.
No.
We were undercover security. He wanted to see my ID. I said no, then I wouldn't be undercover.
All those trees at the front door with the spiral. Oh, those are
nice,
beautiful.
aren't they?
Yeah, I have 2 in my yard, and I love them, but mine aren't as big. But
I love that you're trying to have like a normal people conversation.
I know.
Mum in a normal person conversation is like, she's like,
My
I am
parents
robot.
are the least neighborly parents
Ozzy
ever.
Osbourne.
We know that he is a musician. Raw meat, throwing raw meat.
Pouring raw meat.
What?
Doing
Raw
wild
meat?
things. Killing animals.
Wild thing.
Killing it. What?
Look at lollipop.
Acid
I'm
rock?
really dating myself.
I don't know. This really puts age on us.
I'm like,
Let me get out of here.
No, it's just so funny watching Mum trying to have like, And I watch her do it too with like what I consider people, like normal people that aren't in the
Those are
industry.
normies, yeah.
That aren't in the music industry or a celebrity themselves. Because Mom literally, it's like, she doesn't know what to do with her hands. She doesn't know what to do with her body. And she's just...
I'm worse.
Yeah, you guys have never been ones to like ingratiate yourself into the neighborhood and like get to know neighbors.
No.
You know what? We've moved so many times.
Sure, but that all the more reason why you should get to know people.
We've just never been
I
that
know,
way.
you've never- yeah.
Never, ever.
We've but at the same time, we've never shunned them off.
You never shun them away.
No. I would never do that. But we're just not that kind that wants to be part of a community.
So when my old house, Selena Gomez lived like a block down, and there was a woman in the neighborhood that if anyone moved to the neighborhood, she would come over and bring like pastries and was like a really nice thing to do. And it's like, hey, welcome. And she had no idea who moved into this house, and she goes up, rings the doorbell, and is like, got some nice pastries. And she's like, hey, welcome to the neighborhood. I just want to, I live down here, and da-da-da-da-da, and if you ever need anything, and her security basically said, get the fuck away from here and don't ever come back. And she was like so like shocked by it.
But you remember, do you remember when we went to that guy's house? Was it Halloween? We went to that guy's house and he was fucking home to everybody.
Oh, wait, the Halloween party we went to.
Yeah, he was fucking nuts.
Well, that's what, like, that's...
No, it's weird.
You don't know if somebody's coming into your property.
No, he wasn't letting people in
No.
who weren't invited, but...
No, what do you mean people were fucking marching in there?
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't. It was all invited.
Well, we ain't invited.
Yes.
Kelly, did you say LOL at those ladies because of watching your mom talk to them?
Yeah.
Do you remember those ladies at all?
I have no recollection of those ladies.
I mean, they're such perfect, like, Beverly Hills, like,
They are.
Xanax and Chardonnay women.
Everybody
Exactly what
goes
I
to the
thought.
same cosmetic surgeon.
Yeah.
They all look the fucking same.
Exactly, yeah. And she has
You
no
go
idea
10
what's
miles
going
up
on.
the freeway and then all people look different.
I don't know. I feel awkward.
It's like when
You
my...
don't know what to say.
I don't know
Well,
what
it's
to
weird
say.
to stop by, too. Just walk onto someone's property. Well, the security guard's Michael.
Yeah.
He seemed like he's flirting with these women
It's
every
highly
night.
likely. It's highly likely.
Definitely. Yes. But it's weird. It's funny you should say that, what happened to your neighbor with Selena Gomez, because the people next door to us here, where we live now,
This side.
That side.
that side,
I never hear from anyone.
we sent our house manager over when we first moved in here, and we said we're very sorry about the noise with all the building and everything going on, but if if it's ever too much, just feel free to call. And he said, here's my number, and the guy said, I don't want it and don't ever come back here again. So we did that number.
Wow.
But they're not like well known, so it's not that they want to keep their privacy, they're just miserable.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
There's a few of those in my neighborhood.
Well, we're gonna leave the neighbors for a second and get into there's a sort of a cameo by, but not in person. She's done something that pisses you off, Kelly.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
What's up, Kel? Well, what have I done?
You haven't done anything. It's your fucking daughter. I just got a call when I'm in Tiffany from some woman telling me how I should prepare my vagina for my gynecologist appointment tomorrow. She booked me a fucking gynecologist appointment.
Look, tell her to book me a gynecologist appointment. I wouldn't
She's
mind.
out of her fucking mind. I don't think it's any of her business.
What? Amy, it's none of my fucking business. I don't have a gynecologist, thank God. I'll go for
Melinda's laugh.
Because I feel like a cunt. Did you have an appointment or?
No.
Well then, it's a practical joke.
No, it wasn't. She was gonna get me to the dentist. She was gonna get me a new car. She was gonna send me to the fucking gynecologist. I'm like, my teeth, my car, my vagina, my business.
All you gotta say is
The famous line.
When the vagina doctor calls, I'll say, what kind of a cunt do you think I am?
Dad, you're such a twat.
There's Lewis, our brother.
No, Dad.
This is such a classic Kelly conversation.
I know.
Don't ask me questions like that.
I'm your dad. Nobody would ever be messing around with you. I'll be getting that up their fucking ass.
That's just it, Ozzy. There's nothing wrong with Kelly. There's absolutely...
Well, then forget about it. Then what you... every time I mention the vagina, doctor, you get a smirk on your face. What have you been up to?
Dad.
Oh my God, so awkward.
I think I'm like as uncomfortable now as I think I was then.
That's a weird talk to have with your dad.
Yeah.
You said I feel like a cunt.
Can I go?
Yeah, you said I feel like a cunt. Can
I go?
I'll go for you. Because I feel like a cunt.
Maybe they can tell me what kind of cunt I am. Kelly, wait, why did you think that the gynecologist will put a finger in your asshole without your permission?
Wait, did I really think that?
That's what you say. They're gonna put a finger in my asshole.
But it's not just that. Like now, they stick a finger up your asshole, and no one is sticking a finger up my asshole.
I have no idea. I had all these like...
You had a little lisp going there.
The craziest thing is I'm watching this and I hear myself and I have a lisp.
You know why?
Yeah.
You had that thing in. Remember that?
Like an Invisalign or a retainer?
It was this thing to stop you from sucking your thumb.
No, I didn't
Was
have
that
it
out
in
by
then.
then?
It was way out by then.
Interesting.
They probably come from when you just sucking dummies.
What?
Yeah, maybe.
What age did you stop doing that?
When did I stop sucking dummies?
Oh.
Last week?
When you went to school.
Yeah, about 5, 6.
When you went to school for the
Then
first
you
week.
started.
But why were you so upset that she made you an appointment?
I'm very shy about stuff like that. Like
Sure.
I wasn't at that age. I can say it now. I wasn't having sex at that age.
Which is what Ozzy was worried about. Yeah.
And because I was still like, boys, like terrified. And I was just like absolutely mortified that somebody had called me and told me what I was supposed to do. And
What
it was
are you
on
supposed to do? I'd never.
Speakerphone.
But she was
and-
just setting up appointments for you.
Yeah.
She
Because
still does that.
She, I think, assumed that I was doing things that I wasn't.
Oh, gotcha. That you needed to be checked out. Did you, that famous saying that you, at
My
the
teeth,
end?
my car, my
My
vagina,
car.
my business.
My teeth, my car, my vagina, my business.
Did you ever make merch?
There was a doll that
There
when you
was.
pushed the button, it said it.
But we're going to be making them now.
Oh, that would be great. A little Kelly doll that said it when you push the button. What are the other
But
phrases?
all the Kelly dolls that they made looked like men with pink hair. Like a Ken doll with pink hair. They weren't like cute dolls.
Yeah, they're never very precise.
No, it was very like, what's she trying to say?
Did you end up doing the appointment?
No.
Oh. How many more years was it before you had your vagina checked out?
Probably
I'm a
like-
doctor. Today I'm a
Like,
doctor.
probably like 3 years.
Yeah.
from
That's
then.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you started. She was virgin. She's still a virgin.
Yeah.
Glad I wasn't in for that conversation.
I know. What made
missed
you
the
go to
whole
your
thing.
dad, I wonder?
I still go to my dad for everything.
He gives good advice, or at least a good joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talk to me about vaginas. I don't know I know what it's like to play around with one. I don't know what it's like to own one.
Moving right
It's
along.
it's weird.
It's weird.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get back to the neighbor fight, or see the beginning of it. It's a very cute opening, Jack, because I just love that you would hang out in his room sometimes. Let's see that.
How dare you play music at this time of night? We're so disgusted. That music is the worst music I have ever heard.
why don't I
If
open
you
up
wanna
my
play
window?
I still have that teddy bear.
Why don't we open up the windows downstairs
Blast Sabbath.
and blast some Sabbath?
I think
Is that
so.
you,
I
Sharon?
think you should just
Yeah.
put it out and let it go across there. It's all this fucking sex.
Well, it's a bit line next to what?
That's, remember Sarah? That was Kelly and I's friend.
Oh, wasn't she a lesbian?
I don't
Possibly.
know.
Fucking wankers have no respect for your neighbors. Ah, no, that's my bag.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Because it's funny.
Do what?
Why would you do that?
She was giving birth.
Some people do like to sleep. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You have a perfectly bigger house to go inside and talk. Every single night, drinking, having your little cocktails every night.
Why are you so mean?
Because I am.
Karen.
Of course I am, darling.
Come on, Black Sabbath, louder.
You want to hear some Black Sabbath? You said you wanted to beat up Ozzy Osbourne. The front door's open. Come on. Playing your awful middle-aged music for everyone to hear.
So awkward.
What?
We haven't been here for 6 weeks.
Weren't you the one that wanted to beat us up, dear? Come over. Come on. Come on, big boys. You were just sat there saying that you were going to
I love
kill
it.
my husband.
This is so uncomfortable.
Your husband, so far, he's been very cool and very nice. You've been very difficult.
Sound like the Wicked Witch of the East.
Darling, the Wicked Witch has nothing on me. You're already living next to the neighbor from hell. Come on, big boy, come here. Come on, cocky little Englishman. Come over here, little rich boy. Live off daddy and mummy's money, dear.
Have you met the wife?
Oh my god, this is so uncomfortable.
Why?
I personally think you might have some sense, and I'd rather you try and not be enemies to us, and use us as allies. We're neighbours, but you don't want to do that, and we try so hard. Everyone in my family thinks that they should just at war with you. And by the way, that's not your husband. We all respect Ozzy Osbourne. We respect what he's done in his career. We don't respect you. We think your kids are great. You are the problem. Everyone else is great except you.
So rude.
Fuck that guy.
Come over and let me give you a cup of tea with poison in. You can catch us before we go to church. Church service is at 1, so if you could come at noon, it would be perfect.
What are you saying?
What the fuck are you going on about?
That's really disgusting.
We should get Pat Boone back. We should see if he wants to move in next door.
Was he the best neighbor ever? He was just the best.
Mum, you're always scrubbing.
I always am scrubbing when I'm in the kitchen.
But like even now, you're always scrubbing.
Good. Do you know what I'm saying? How lucky we had it. He was such a lovely man. I've never known people so fucking noisy in my life. I thought we were bad, Jack.
Now it's fucking automated machines that are clean.
What?
Oh.
Scrubbers.
Oh, okay.
Battery operated.
Oh, I need to hear more about scrubbers. But I mean, we're missing clearly some shit happened before this.
Yeah, and you know what?
Confrontation.
I can't even.
They loved having their like garden parties. But
And they would play music all night.
We had
cocaine and champagne.
We had a charity event which we held in our garden.
After this.
Before that?
No, that was after this.
Oh, yeah, it was after
because
this, Mum.
that was after the show was successful. Then you had it.
And then he complained. We had to listen to Elton John, didn't he?
He said we had to. Elton John performed in the garden, and then Tony Bennett, and he said we had to suffer Elton John and Tony Bennett. I'm like, what?
That's worth getting a log thrown at you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably get pretty annoyed by that right now myself.
If Elton John was playing in the garden next door.
No one wants to hear that twat sing.
No comment.
Was that when you threw the hammer? You didn't throw the hammer.
Did I throw the hammer with that night?
No.
No, I think it was later. I think it was closer to Christmas.
It's coming, but I like that you guys seem to have a really good time getting ready for this battle.
Yeah.
Like, did you have fun fighting?
I love that shit.
Jack, probably, if I'm correct, did you put full army fatigue on
No.
and then go and do it?
That would be great.
No, that's probably I would do something that now.
That's what I was like.
Army fatigue.
But you're like a little fighting team. You're very excited to mix it up.
I don't even remember.
They were just like, you're the problem, you're this, you're that, and.
What, you want to kill my?
Did they threaten to like
They
fight?
said they were going to go over and beat up Dad.
But then they keep saying, we love Ozzy. You're the problem.
And by the way, that's not your husband. We all respect Ozzy Osbourne. We respect what he's done in his career. We don't respect you. We think your kids are great. You are the problem.
He says, we love the kids.
You know,
it's you.
That's kind of like sometimes the global consensus. They moved in right after we moved in. and it just became like party house. Like every night they were in the yard drinking, and you could hear, and they had outdoor speakers and blaring music. It was.
I remember that we went over again when I had cancer.
Yeah.
And I think you went over and said, could you turn down the music?
Do you remember when that guard wanted to get rid of the coyotes, and he said to put the chicken on the fence?
Yeah.
And the police came around. I forgot about it. Police came around about 6 weeks later, and he goes, we've had a complaint. I go, oh yeah, what about it? And he goes, you've been leaving black magic effigies on the back.
Oh, God.
He said there's a chicken with blue stuff dripping out of it.
You know what you should have said? First Amendment, motherfucker, and shut the door. We had a coyote problem. They kept eating the animals, and so the security guard was like, just get chicken and fill it with antifreeze and you'll kill the coyote. And the neighbor thought that it was some kind of black magic ceremony.
Well, is the internet...
Effigy.
Is the internet correct about who that guy was? Is it Owen Paul? The singer Owen Paul? Have you heard since then?
It could have been fucking...
Who the fuck is Owen Paul?
Paul McCartney, for all I know.
He is a really bad singer from the UK.
Oh. Can I Google it?
Yeah, please. And I
because
watched...
if I saw it...
Well, I watched this clip, and then I watched an interview with Owen Paul, and it is the same voice, so I think it's likely that it's that guy.
We never knew.
It could be. What kind of singing is it?
And you wouldn't like it.
It's like old variety, classic.
Yeah, it's like very schmaltzy, like
That's
80s
him.
pop.
Let me see.
That was him.
Sometimes the internet's right.
So look.
Yeah, that may have been him.
So look.
Putting it up
show
there.
Ozzy.
That was him.
It could have been.
Oh, I
was
mean, you
him.
got to see his music
Is he like
videos.
lounge singer?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, very like Barry Manilow-esque.
Was he riding the new wave or no?
Not even.
Okay.
No. And his big hit was a cover. It wasn't even his song. So
how did he have the money to live there?
He was very... The way he spoke English, it was
posh.
Very posh. So he obviously went to a good school, but he was the typical type of Englishman that I hate, that is, everything was given to him.
Right.
Parents hand it to him.
I love that when you're like, enjoy your daddy's money. Come on, little boys.
Come on, cocky little Englishman. Come over here, little rich boy. Live off daddy and mummy's money, do you?
I fight exactly the same way with men.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, you want attention. Yeah.
So the thing that gets me is, because I'm a woman, I can't complain that you're making noise.
Right.
So I'm not allowed to tell you to be quiet.
Why didn't you just call the cops?
That's the thing. We usually did.
I feel like we did.
Yeah,
and then
we
we were
did.
going to do something to get like a noise...
I don't think you did.
We did. We called the police a lot to go over there.
But they...
The other one called the cops. And when you played some punk band.
Oh, yeah. You're going to blast metal at them in one of the next scenes. But
oh, we do?
The other internet rumor is that they were loud playing tennis. So then you let the dogs shit on the tennis court?
Other side.
Other side.
Other
Okay.
side. And what happened was our cats were going over there and shitting on their tennis court, and they kept saying to us, keep your cats off our tennis court. I'm like, I can't, how do I do that?
But you don't think that one of the neighbors killed the cats?
Oh,
no,
that's a prominent rumor about this episode.
That could be factual, you know.
It could be because they just vanished.
Yeah. They literally just disappeared. There was no trace.
With rat poison.
Well, fuck Owen Paul.
Who is he? It's like
exactly.
Yeah.
Anyone with the last name Paul, you know. Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
Say what you want about them, but they're very fucking smart.
Let's go, and I can feel
smart,
the tension in the family today.
Especially coming from you. You're like, let's go.
Well, Kelly, they're going to try to rope you into this battle as well.
Uh-oh.
How many times have I told you about these people?
What happened? Well, you went over there and told them to quiet down, and they didn't.
No, I didn't quite say it like that. I said, shut the fuck up, you middle-aged something or others. They've said, oh no, we've heard Ozzy's all right, but you. And then they were saying in conversation, they said that I'm a lunatic.
Well, I'm sorry, they're a bunch of cunts that play the lady from Ipanema at all hours of the night. It's one thing if you're making noise like 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the evening. But 2:15 in the morning is a little bit excessive.
I said, who going to church at 1? And ridiculous things like,
Good one, Mum.
crosses on your doors and like play Black Sabbath music. Oh,
Well, fuck off, because he wrote that music and he walked for those fucking doors with the crosses on them. So fuck him.
I hate that small-mindedness. I fucking hate it. When he comes here tomorrow, I want to hold him down.
G-Shock.
Kiss on
Look
his
at
head.
Marty.
No, it's Lulu.
When I said to him that you don't work and you live off Daddy's money, he never said one word. He didn't. Word.
No.
Nothing.
He drives the most obnoxious car too. He drives like one of those like family mobiles.
I'm not going to let you sleep. I'm going to play music like the people next door.
We might not.
Look what time it is.
God, Mom.
It's 2:10 in the morning.
I farted in my car.
Oh, God.
Oh, I hate that.
No, do you know what I did?
This is
I
it.
screamed. I was like, excuse me. And I talked to one of the valet guys, I go, your valet guy just farted in my car and it smells ungodly. And they go, well, we're very sorry, very sorry. And I'm like, no, it's disgusting.
Dog fun.
No, the valet guy.
I got into my car, and it was so bad. I just remember thinking to myself, like, this is, I could possibly throw up.
Did it feel intentional?
No, it felt like he was sick.
Oh.
Do you think he should do? But okay, real talk. Do you think he like maybe like little Hershey squirted in your car?
Probably. It was that bad.
Where was it?
I can't remember where I was, but I remember the smell.
Oh,
and I
my
remember.
Lord.
But I just love the fact that it's 2:10 in the morning and everyone's just sat around having a
Yeah.
conversation.
Just having a fight
Yeah.
with strangers. Kelly, what is the lady from Ipanema?
It's this hokey song.
Oh, the girl from Ipanema.
Yeah.
That's what they were blasting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of a
They were-
soothing song.
But they would play like kind of
The girl from Ipanema.
Yeah.
their music, but they would either be playing like Euro like dance music,
Right.
or kind of like lounge music.
Which is kind of what he
he
sings.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not that well. What flavor was this valet fart? Like, you just
Musky.
You
was
feel
it
like you
I
could
would
have
go in
diagnosed
the egg realm.
egg
Oh, no.
sulfur? Mm.
No.
Oh,
Not
God,
eggs.
that is
That's lovely.
ugly.
I wonder if that valet guy, when this aired, knew that was him.
I
that
think
did
so. I've always wondered that. That's funny you said
It.
that.
Yeah, I think he was like, oh, that was me.
Maybe he went to a doctor the next day. That would be good.
But it's like the things that I say when I was a kid that I don't realize that I just wouldn't talk like that now. Like, I was in Tiffany and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, of
And the
course.
ballet guy and like all of that. I'm like, ugh.
Our baby's all grown up now.
I know.
That's for sure.
You also say that the neighbor drives like some sort of family is that
family
like a
mobile.
minivan?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
I love that
But he
you
doesn't
say
have any-
minivan's obnoxious.
But he doesn't have any children, so it is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what you meant by that.
I don't know. Yeah.
I love your insults.
I
though.
wonder if he even still lives there.
I don't know. It was a great, great street to live on.
Everyone must be so sad to see that house. It was always a lively house.
What? I'm telling you, I've got to get to find out who owns it.
I think he was owned by like an Arab or something.
No, it was a Chinese guy because we wanted to go film there not long ago, and it was a Chinese family lived there.
Oh, but they definitely haven't been there for a while. It's really run down.
Okay, well, I'm surprised that Owen didn't move out sooner because this battle gets pretty crazy.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Who's that?
Oh, girl from Ipanema.
How come those bastards never came over? I think they're afraid of you.
I'm not a party people by any means, but they don't own this fucking street, you know.
I know, but you don't get it.
I try and be a nice neighbourly fucking person.
Psycho.
They don't fuck with me, they're fucking with the wrong person. I'll start fucking throwing dead animals over the fucking thing. I don't give a fuck. I'll throw fucking pig's guts and things over there. If the quality like this, it's
We're
water.
always buttering bread. Have you noticed that?
We've got to give him one. I got a pig's head from the
I love that
butcher's.
he's talking about all this crazy shit and I'm just ignoring him. He's like, I'm gonna get pig's guts, I'm gonna get an animal head, and I'm just like buttering bread, ignoring him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
is that a normal thing in England, Ozzy, to
still do.
throw guts at people?
I talk to myself. That's why I mumble a lot. Because nobody listens to me anyway.
They're not
That's
listening
not true.
anyway.
That's not true. I decipher the mumbles.
When you want to.
No,
when you want to.
That's not true.
Oh, and when you want to hear us, you hear us.
No, I don't. I've got these mechanical ears.
What do you mean? What do you mean when I
Selective
want
hearing
to?
is what you've got.
You can't lump me into the group.
I think he did.
He lumped me into the group.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Is there some significance, Sharon, behind throwing guts at people?
Yes, I would say.
This is really fucking horrible.
Is that from your days in the slaughterhouse?
Yeah.
It kind of became a thing with him in his early tours. He would like catapult guts into the crowd.
Oh, right, like the neighbor lady said.
Yeah.
The raw meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they kind of do know what's going on.
They do. They were somewhat aware.
Well, it seems like it's very easy to rope Ozzy into a fight.
Apparently.
You're ready to go.
If my wife's involved, what can I do? I can't say, okay,
Yeah.
She'll while you smack up.
He has to protect his lady's honor.
Of course. Well, that's what's crazy is they think you wouldn't fight when they're just shitting on you. Oh, we like Ozzy.
Do you know what's really funny that you say that? Do you know how many people throughout my life I have watched people be like, Ozzy's all right, but fuck you, Sharon. And they think that they can come back and then be like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, and it's your mother. Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
what?
insane.
You know who's the worst at that is Nikki Sixx.
Who?
Yeah.
Nikki Sixx.
Nikki Sixx. That bald-headed cunt.
And you can leave that in.
Oh, you mean the one that's got a 35-year-old son and he's 67 this year? That one?
Well, what's wrong with
Here
having a
we go
35-year-old
again.
son?
No, because he thinks he's a kid.
Let's not knock
Nikki
Nicky.
pretends to
He's
be
all
a
right,
kid.
Nicky. is.
No, he's not.
No,
that
he's
guy's
not.
a pillock.
Yeah, you're supposed to talk shit about your own family. But when other people do it, that's fighting. It's fighting time,
It is,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, we're the
Yeah,
same
and
way.
like I say, because I'm a woman talking to them like a man, they can't fucking take it. So if you're a woman talking like a man and you stand up to another man and you're saying like, don't fuck with me, and you're a woman, they're like, oh, what a witch, what a this. If it was a
Because the
guy,
thing
he'd
is,
be tough.
the thing
But
is,
I'm a witch and I'm this and I'm that because I'm standing up for
but
myself.
the thing is, Sharon, men probably get frustrated because they can't eat women.
Hit.
But they hit us all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, if a man was saying the things that Sharon was saying, I couldn't get us back in the face.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Well, you come up with some very creative ways to fight back.
It's a beautiful neighborhood.
It's a very peaceful neighborhood.
Oh, I love that.
Fucking that little village of the damn.
Shut up!
It must have been him because he sings and plays. We never knew. Oh, fucking hell.
Sugar.
Meshuggah. I love it.
Look at you, Mom.
She's skanking.
You are nuts, you know.
I know.
No, you're not. You're literally awake.
I have to get up in the morning, really fucking. Well, I'm trying to get to fucking bed, and you guys are singing fucking "The Whole World's in My Fucking Hand."
You don't like that song? Would you rather sing something else?
I'd rather you shut the fuck up.
Chill out.
Oh, what are you gonna come out and do? Fucking hit me?
That was really mature.
Well, that was really mature. Fuck you, you silly cunt.
Jack.
Your little acoustic fucking guitar. Go shove it up your little pompous ass.
Mandarin, sing you a lullaby.
I'll sing you a lullaby, you silly cunt.
That was Daryl.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in the tree.
You don't get it. Doing this is just gonna provoke them.
No.
Shut up and go to bed.
Why am I holding a gun?
Ozzy, I love that Jack put on Norwegian death metal and you're just asleep through it. Sleeping like a baby.
Yeah.
Kelly was, Kelly was very mad.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are always up all hours, and then just this night, it's like everyone needs to get rest all of a sudden. I also forgot about those like sock monkey shirts.
Paul Frank.
Paul Frank, yeah.
Or was it Frank Paul?
Why is your hand down your pants?
I think Paul Frank.
Was that why are my tits so pointy as well?
You just were like yelling at me with your hand in the back of your pants.
God only knows.
How many nights would this go on?
It was every night. I remember
Really?
it was literally every night for weeks, The Neighbor.
Well, now Kelly's up and fired up. Let's see if we can wake up Ozzy to fight.
Get in the fight.
Urban terrorism.
I know.
Where's the hand?
Follow the dog.
The dog's eating it.
Probably.
A Jew throwing a ham.
This is a picture of his wife's cunt.
Oh, God.
Sharon!
So bad. Look at you. You're dying. You're dying. You're like, look
She'll
at me.
fix itself in a minute.
Carved it for you.
See.
What?
I wonder what they did with the ham.
They were making fun of Dad. They said you were a crazy whore.
You just laughed.
That one. They said I was a crazy whore.
I think they called the cops. Mom. The door. I think it's the cops. Mom, I'm gonna get Nick.
Good mom. That's good parenting, Sharon.
What?
Very good parenting.
We something about throwing objects or something. Was that happen? What was going on with that?
I threw a bagel and a piece of ham jam.
My window.
I'm
is
so
on-
frustrated
Mom,
with them.
My window is on their side of the house. I can't have a full night's sleep at all because of them.
Maggie!
And they'll have like their rave music on, and it just doesn't stop.
You want to hear Kumbaya? Again, the acoustic set, just hang here and they'll do Kumbaya again, all outside.
Don't throw bagels at them. Don't throw
Yeah,
cheese at them.
don't acknowledge
Just
it at
call
all.
them, or call us immediately.
You guys
all the time.
You guys are out here all the time.
We're powerless. We can't do anything.
I know.
Yeah, so don't be throwing stuff at them. Don't be telling them, well, I'm going to call the cops. Just call us quietly.
Will you come in here and come in our back garden and here?
If you'd like us to,
If you want,
Yeah.
I will. Yeah, sure.
and we will deal with them, but we have to witness the violation.
Have a good night.
Thank you, and I promise no more bagels.
Don't waste the good food. So.
All right.
Good night.
Didn't the house look nice for Christmas?
It did look nice. I was thinking
Yes,
that.
we love a good fight during the Christmas season. It's perfect timing. I guess that's why you had a ham.
Yeah.
A couple of extra
Yeah.
hams. And just say again what you compared the ham to.
His wife's cunt. Wow.
Pretty good.
A lot of C-bombs. It's
Lot of
definitely
C-bombs.
gonna have to get this one flagged on YouTube.
Sharon, why do you think people connect with this episode so much?
Because I think that so many people argue with their neighbors. And it's you never know who you're gonna have living either side of you on any street, and it doesn't matter where you live or the area.
Mm-hmm.
It happens in Beverly Hills, it happens in everywhere. Doesn't matter. You know, if you've got a noisy neighbor and you don't want to hear music at that time of night, and I think because we all do what we do for a living, people that live near you would think, oh, they don't mind. Look at what they do for a living. They don't mind if we're up all night playing music and, you know,
Yeah.
all of this. So they think, oh, well, basically, fuck them.
Kelly, had the cops come before this night?
Yeah. We'd
They
called
come
the
around
cops
regularly.
before.
Yeah.
Because you were
from
calling
both
them.
sides.
Oh, gotcha.
Because the cats were shitting on the tennis court. And I was singing fucking Kumbaya.
They were probably, realistically though, when we moved out, they were probably so fucking happy we left.
Yeah, but then Christina moved in.
Yeah.
I'm sure that she had parties and things.
Aguilera. She bought the house from us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It would be funny if when you get a new neighbor, you just give them a ham when they
That's
move
like
in.
When they move in, yeah. I said, yeah.
That's true.
Even one instead of throwing at one.
Well, let's see what Ozzy's gonna throw, because he's finally waking up, getting involved.
But one thing's for sure, I'm not moving. I am definitely not moving.
I love that you're like dying
You two are
laughing.
like the worst. Oh, look at the brain.
What the fuck are you doing?
Little
Fucking
devils.
ammo.
Why are you? I know, they're good to throw. Manslaughter.
He's going to the side of the house. Ozzy!
Oh no.
No.
I still can't believe we did this.
Oh
The
god.
music shot in the dark.
Do you know where the log landed, Ozzy?
I haven't got a clue.
Was
Do you-
the glass shattering real or
Yeah.
in a
It was he had a little office that we could actually see through the bushes, and he had an office, and we threw it through his office window.
and broke
Do you,
a table?
do you remember doing
It was
that?
just it was
I
just
don't
the
think
window.
so.
It went through the window.
Allegedly
danger.
doing that.
Allegedly.
That was the danger of having cameras there, because when you were out of it,
Yeah.
Well, it's good TV. Yeah, the according to the internet, it breaks like a glass table. So what did the cops say this time around when they stopped by?
I can't
I think it was a
remember.
poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Wasn't us.
From the effigies that you were,
Yeah.
the ghosts were coming, the spirits. So Greg, the EP for the show, mentioned that maybe they were doing it to fuck with the production. Do you feel like that was part of it?
I feel like
Jack?
there was something about that. Like
What,
it was.
that
They didn't
kept
want you
doing the
filming.
music? Yeah.
Yeah, and they remember because this was, I think they didn't like all the traffic that the production would bring, and it was like kind of disruptive to the
Oh.
neighborhood.
So they would play music
Oh,
you
the
didn't have the rights
parking.
to, and
Yeah,
then you
that's what
can't
they
use
were
the
there
footage.
I
yeah.
think it was
Remember
something
the
like,
parking up and down the road?
Yes.
The production people would park all over the road.
yeah. And during season 1, there was no permitting. There was no, because it wasn't a scripted show, and reality wasn't a thing. So LA didn't have rules and regulations that productions had to follow. So all the crew would park on the street. And so there'd be like 30 cars just, and so I think that was part of the
I remember
reason.
one cop coming and said, "You live here?" I said, "Yeah." You having camera crews in your house?
Nobody knew what it was.
No.
Yeah.
That's so great. And it's so funny. I truly think it's one of the funniest episodes of TV, but probably doesn't get included on a lot of lists because it's, because it's celeb reality, but
Yeah.
it's just hilarious.
It's a funny episode for sure. And your mum cackling the whole time.
I'm just like,
When I think about my childhood, it kind of sums it up in that episode.
Yeah, a little bit.
You guys have the most fun together when you're fighting all the same fight.
Yeah.
Giggling.
Yeah.
Like little devils.
yeah.
I love it. It's like good foreplay. Just fight together.
Yeah.
Throw a log.
A good fight keeps a family together.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And that's solid advice from the Osbournes. That's it. That's episode 4.
Cool.
Oh,
Nice
Yay.
work.
thank you, Amy.
Yeah, episode 4.